And once again, we're privileged to talk to Michaela Madison. And before I go through all of those positions again, I want to say hi, Michaela. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Brad. How are you this morning?
Good. Good to talk to you again. We have been acquainted in the past, so this is a nice reunion, I guess. So tell me about some of the things that I'm reading about you here. You have a number of positions that you're doing all these concurrently. So you started out in radio news, right? I do know that for sure.
Yeah, I absolutely, and you're 100% right. It's full circle because to all your listeners out there, Brad Shoup was one of the hiring officials, so to speak, at my first radio job. So thank you for that job, Brad. I really appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you for being so successful that it's looks good for me too. So I appreciate that. So you took it from radio news. Of course, your life is going on in the meantime. And that morphed into being the founder and now executive director of NewsieMom.com. What is that all about?
Yeah, so this was an exciting journey, and I had my daughter in 2016, and while I was on maternity leave, because, we don't have enough to do as new parents with a newborn,
right.
I just saw a gap because I was seeking out information as a new parent, like we all do, and saw that it was in so many locations, and my background in news journalism, I had a sincere appreciation for these organizations and companies and agencies that do all of this work to serve families, but it was in so many locations it was hard to find. And having sat at a news desk, I knew that, and Brad, you probably experienced this a number of times as well, there's so much information out there to cover on any given day
right.
that not everything makes it, unfortunately. And so Newsie Mom was really born to become an extension of local media outlets. Let us cover the news specific to parents and kids and work with our other media partners to ensure that our community is as informed as possible. And from there, it evolved over the last now almost 5 years that we've been alive, which is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And now we serve 3 counties, Tusc, Stark, and most recently Ashland. And we do events, we do play dates, we have a scholarship, which is one of the most exciting pieces about what we do. And we actually partner with Kent State University at Tuscarawas. And every year we give away a $500 scholarship specifically to a mother continuing her education. So Newsie Mom has definitely evolved. We are online, newsiemom.com. All that information is there. We are, of course, all over social media. Facebook specifically, you can find us just by looking up Newsie Mom. And our overall goal with the organization, Brad, is really just to remind parents of the impact and the influence that we really have. And we believe that parents change the world, no pressure, but we believe that the real change in the world we live in starts in our living room. And if we equip ourselves with information and education and resources and a support system as parents, we're going to do that job even better.
Right. The best players and the best students almost always come from the involved homes, that's for sure. So You've got that going. Now, you're also the community engagement director for the Stark County Sheriff's Office. You're not out handcuffing people, are you?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. But I am letting everybody know when someone gets handcuffed. So my job with the Stark County Sheriff's Office, I'm the community engagement director. So my position is all about that community aspect. I am there to connect the sheriff's office with other community organizations and agencies, again, with the sole purpose of bringing community together and better serving the residents in Stark County. And it's a very, very, very rewarding job. I have to dig a little bit because those of you that are familiar with those folks in law enforcement, they're very humble and they don't like to brag about the good work that they do. So it's really fun, and I tap into that journalism side of my background to say, hey, this was a really cool experience. I know you were just doing your job, but let's let people know what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really oversee, the different events like Coffee with a Cop and different programs like that to connect law enforcement with the community to break down those barriers and let the community really understand and learn about law enforcement and why they do what they do and how they do what they do. One of the, I think, biggest contributors to some of the the negative information that's out there is just misunderstanding. And so if we just educate each other and we make an effort on the other end to be educated, then everything works a little bit more smoothly. So it's a really rewarding job, and I absolutely love every minute of it.
Very good. And I'm sure there are things we're going to leave out, and you are also a marketing consultant with Kent State Tuscarawas SBDC. What is SBDC? Where is it located, and what do you do for them?
I always say that the SBDC is a hidden gem because it's right in downtown New Philadelphia, right over actually by the Kent State Tuscarawas campus. And I actually stumbled upon the SBDC in my endeavor to launch Newsie Mom. So it all kind of came full circle as well. I was looking for resources as we were, getting our LLC and developing that business plan for our company. And then eventually it evolved to where I became a marketing consultant with the SBDC. And the Small Business Development Center is an absolutely incredible resource for small businesses. I mean, they serve a wide area, and a small business owner or manager can literally walk into the SBDC and say, hey, I have an idea for a business. How do I move forward? You don't even have to have anything written down. And the SBDC is there to connect you with people that typically you'd have to pay, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year to do the work for
Consultants,
you.
Yeah.
For free. There's no charge to the small business owner at all. They just get in there, tell their idea, find out where they are in their business journey. The SBDC then helps connect them with those resources and those experts to make those dreams a reality and to make it an official business that they can be successful with. And again, I do marketing there, so I work with small businesses on anything from developing a marketing strategy, working with local media as a partner to share information, social media marketing, a whole host of different things, even website design. So it's a really exciting experience as well, and definitely something that if you're a small business owner, whether you're starting a new business or even already have one and you're just looking for resources, it's definitely worth giving them a call and checking it out.
Undoubtedly, yeah. And especially in these times, you can use all the help you can get. So you
Absolutely.
Came out of a local high school, went to the Tusc campus, got a bachelor's degree in communication studies, and that's where this all came from. Can you describe your experience, briefly as a student, how you felt at that time about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have to give my Indian Valley local schools a prop because I had a wonderful education down there in Janaden Hutton, and I still love everybody. And so it was definitely a journey. And, of course, I played sports. And, Brad, you know that. I think you were covering some of my basketball games back in those days. So definitely love my Indian Valley folks. And then I went on to attend Kent State University at Tuscarawas. And I'm telling you, it was such a rewarding experience and so exciting because it allowed me, the number one thing that sticks out when I think about attending Kent State Tuscarawas is the flexibility and the locality of it. I was actually lucky enough, as I mentioned, Brad Shoup hiring me right out of high school at a local radio station. And I was blessed with that position. And I was also, because of the flexibility that Kent State Tuscarawas gave me, I was able to work that job and go to school. So I had this very unique opportunity to learn about the field that I was in real time, but then also, of course, have the important education aspect that Kent provided me all at the same time. So it gave me an early foot in the door in the industry, something that I will forever be grateful for. I know that I wouldn't be where I'm at in my career today at 31 if I didn't have that experience back when I was 19. So very, very exciting. And also, as I mentioned, Kent State Tuscarawas is local. And so, of course, my family loved this aspect. I didn't have to move away to go to college and get a great education. That university allows folks in Tuscarawas County or from anywhere to come to Tuscarawas County because there's a lot to do there. Some folks don't realize how much there is to do locally. But I was able to stay in an environment and in a town that I absolutely love, close to family and friends, and still get an award-winning education. So I was very, very blessed to do that as well.
So, and you were an early multitasker, by the way, so this doesn't surprise me.
It helped me with motherhood specifically, I think.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, as we wrap it up here, what about the ongoing network then after graduation? Now you're a professional. Now you're moving on. How did Kent State Tuscarawas figure into that?
Oh, and that is a huge component. You know, the loyalty that Kent State offers, the network capabilities, just looking out for each other doesn't end whenever you get that diploma. And that's been one of the coolest things about being an alum of Kent State University Tuscarawas, because the network is phenomenal. I mean, there are a lot of folks in our area that attended Kent State University and even beyond in other areas as well. And we all kind of look out for each other. Of course, we knock Akron every now and then and have our nice little conversation about that. But you know, it's really wonderful because, you know, whether it's the alumni board that, you know, we continuously work together to bring alum together and feed off of each other, or it's a program like this. I mean, this program right now that we are doing is the epitome of the networking capability that Kent State University Tuscarawas continues to bring to students and alum, letting folks know what the university is up to, what opportunities that they can tap into, and to hear from students, which I am so honored to be on the program, past students that, hey, here's what we've done, and guess what? If you have questions or interested in the field of study that I am a part of, reach out. I want to help. I want to look out for you as well. And the networking that Kent State University Tuscarawas offers is next to none.
Well, Michaela, it's been great to talk to you. You're certainly having your successes, and you're a really positive voice for how you have gotten there, too. So I think Kent State Tuscarawas is proud of you, but they're also using your resources as well. So it's working out well, I think.
Yeah, it's a wonderful partnership, and I'm blessed to have it and honored to be a part of it all.
All right. Well, can we talk again sometime?
Of course. Call me anytime, Brad.
Okay. Will do. Michaela Madison, thanks a lot. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thanks so much.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Michaela Madison is the executive director and founder of Newsie Mom. She's the community engagement director of Stark County Sheriff's Office, a marketing consultant with Kent State Tuscarawas SBDC, and our featured guest here this morning on Tusc Talks on the 830 High Beam.